Hello again. It is Sunday, September 9th, and as you can see, the blue jeans are on their way. I'm using a butterache pattern, and so far the directions have been really clear and easy to understand. I got the front pockets done, the back pockets, and sewed the back pieces together. And so far I really like the way they're turning out, but I can't tell if that means they're actually turning out good or if I'm just seeing the double rows of gold thread and like, ooh, they look like blue jeans, success! And then I finish them and they look like mom jeans, which might happen, but the mom jeans are kind of in right now, so I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. So tomorrow morning I'm ready to start on the fly, which is the part where the directions start to look really confusing, and I have never sewn a fly into pants before, so we'll figure it out. And after that, it's just sewing the fronts and backs together, putting on the waistband, and doing all the finishing details. So I'm trying to be a little bit less optimistic about time frames, and hopefully I could at least get these done. I don't know what I'll be able to start after that, but if I can at least get these done tomorrow, I think I will be back on track. Oh, and I did not start the floral print, so I still haven't ordered my designed fabric yet. Oh well. Okay, so I'm getting ready to do the fly of the blue jeans, and I am really confused on the directions. I examined a pair of blue jeans I already have and think I might have figured it out, but I'm just going to follow the directions pretty much to the letter and see if that works out, because I really do not understand what they're trying to tell me to do. Why is this navy so purple? Okay, so I ran into a problem sewing the fly. Basically, this piece is supposed to be longer than this piece to kind of cover it up at the end, but for whatever reason, it turned out shorter. So, and plus they're both just shorter than I want them to be. I want the fly to be a little bit longer than the pattern makes it. So I took it all out, and I'm going to deviate from the directions a little at this point, and I'm going to make them both a bit longer and try it again. Well, that turned out a little messy, but the fly is in. So yeah, not that great, but I mean, just look at that. Why? Look what I found in my garden. I found them in my parsley last year too, but they ate all of the parsley, and then the birds started to eat them, so I was only able to bring in 2 of them, and then they died during the winter while I was moving. So I saved like 10 of them. Maybe I can do a better job of keeping them alive this year. So I'm narrowing down on the blue jeans, but again, I have run out of thread and have to make another trip to Joann's. This time, second trip in one day. But on another note, I just got in the gray wool for the midi skirt. And I don't know, it is really nice. I like kind of the texture of it, but it's darker than I wanted. It's more of a charcoal gray. I wanted a lighter kind of a heather gray. But, you know, just work with it this time, and then maybe next time I do a project like this, I'll look for a lighter gray. Monday night, September 10th, and today was Blue Jean Day, and surprisingly it did not go horribly. I brought in the sides of the blue jeans and a bit at the center back to adjust the fit, and they actually fit me pretty good. So I'm down to tomorrow having to do basically just the waistband and then some finishing details and the hems, and probably take it to Sandy's to do a buttonhole on her fancy machine again. So I should definitely be able to finish those tomorrow. I was hoping to start a new project tomorrow morning, but maybe if I can get the blue jeans finished early enough, I can still get something cut out tomorrow. But overall, I am still behind schedule. But still, I'm actually happy with those, because before this project I was like, why would anybody ever make blue jeans? But they're turning out well in ways that store-bought blue jeans never fit me. And so this may become a new thing. Although, as you can see, my stitching is still super wonky. I do not like that at all. Ugh, what is that? It just doesn't look good. If there's a way I can take that out and redo it, I'm probably going to. And here they are. So I had to go borrow some machines, kind of, to finish them off. I had to take them to my parents' house and use my dad's industrial machine to finish off the tabs because my machine just would not go through it. And then I went to Sandy's and used her machine that has an automatic buttonholer because I wanted to do the looped buttonhole, and there was no way I was going to be able to do that freehanding on my machine. And overall, the fit turned out really nice. They're not nearly as uncomfortable as I thought they would be. They're a little bit stiff, but it's 100% cotton denim. There's no stretch to them. So as form-fitting as they are, I guess it's just natural that they're going to be a little stiff. So I'm hoping that they'll break in, but at the same time, I think they're comfortable enough that I won't have any problems wearing them for a month. And, you know, I've figured out I can make blue jeans. So, you know, if I want to make them again, I'm sure the stitching will turn out better. That's my only real problem with them, is just that my machine was just not living up to the stitching requirements. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the next project and cut out the sateen for the blazer. I'm going to go ahead and sew the shell of that, but then I think I'm going to take a break from it and get started with the skirt and sew the linings for both of those at the same time, because I've been to Joann's 3 times in the last 2 days and I want to skip going to Joann's today. It is Friday. Actually, it's Saturday. It's after 1 again. I just finished the skirt. Should have finished it several hours ago, but the sewing machine would not get through the belt loops, so I ended up having to sew the belt loops on by hand. And then I tacked down some of the lining. But I was worried that it wasn't going to fit right because I had to add a seam down the back for the zipper, but it ended up fitting pretty perfectly. Still not totally happy with it, but it's plenty good enough to suffice this project, and tomorrow it will be time to move on to the jumper. So this puts me at 5 complete items. Alright, I'm going to bed. Hello, hello. It is Saturday evening, about 7 o'clock, and I'm only done with 5 items, which if you do the math, that's 5 out of 15, a third. And this is the end of week 2 out of 4, half, so I'm done with a third of my items halfway through my time allotment. So that's not great, but here's to hoping. This week I only was able to complete the blue jeans and the gray midi skirt, both of which turned out pretty good. I still have my blazer sitting here cut out, ready to start sewing. I'm going to try and get some of that done tonight, but I need to take a break and make the progress video for week 2. And then tomorrow I'll have to work on some other work-related things, so I'm not even sure how much I'll get to sew tomorrow. This is getting a little crazy, a little out of hand. But if I can finish the blazer, the white blouse, and then I should be getting fabric in for the mustard rib knit top soon. And, geez, yeah. Okay. See you next week, Saturday, September 22nd, for the 3rd week progress video. Hopefully I'll have a lot more to actually update you on at that point. Alright, goodbye.